So test 4 is falling a little bit sooner than the other tests were. You'll see that it actually is right there. And you'll notice if you keep looking, there's no more learning. And that's because Module 13 is the end of all new material. You do still have to do the homework, do the final quiz, all of those things, but there's no new material here in the course. So by the end of this week, you will have learned everything you need to know. And there are some opportunities to review coming up. So in this part of the module right here, this part will take longer than this part. But here's the thing. There's only one homework set for this whole module. And so this is the recommendation for what you should do by the midpoint when you would normally have a midpoint homework. And you may even want to just jump on the homework and work those problems. And then this is what you want to do for the last part. This section here will not take nearly as long as this section. So this goes back to this section being more about formulas. You do need to practice them so that you can get good at them. And then elementary steps has to do with a sneaky way to figure out rate. So these are the formulas. This is a formula and a second formula, and those both correspond to a, quote, zero order integrated rate law. That's very exciting, I know. If you can figure out that something's zero order, though, then you can use these equations. If they give you enough variables, you can figure out anything in here. Notice that this top one has 4 variables, and this bottom one is related to the top one. That K and that T, those are those Ks and that T. So they're all related. Then you have first order. This is actually going to be used the most because in radiochemistry or nuclear chemistry, they also are used. So this formula right here is used when you know that something is first order. And then this set of formulas are used when you know that something is second order. So it's kind of like 6 formulas, but you just have to know the order and you get to pick which one you get to use. And then it's all plugging and chugging and rearranging. And the other part is if you know the slow step of something, you can get the rate law from the reactants, but only if you know the slow step. And that goes into the elementary steps of a reaction. There's more to it than this. You're also going to review what's happening when you add those two together. You may see that. You already did that this semester also, though. Way back when you were looking at manipulating K. Let me zoom out and go up here. Here we go. So right here, see the K1 and the K2, and then you sum the left side and you sum the right side. So you already did that, and you did it last semester also. You might just not remember. But that's the elementary step side. Then, again, this is all one homework, but it's, you know, like 5 lessons, so you just have to kind of moderate your learning this week. For this one, radiochemistry, you're going to learn to use this equation right here. Oops. It looks harder than it is. Once you see the lesson, you're going to be like, oh, that's easy math. You're going to use that equation, which is really similar. It actually is based on the equations on the other side that you would have just learned. And then finally, you get to figure out how some things decay. So you get to see how something does an alpha decay or a beta decay, or a positron decay, and also like how a neutron bombardment works. Like you're going to learn about all that cool kind of stuff in the very last class of this week.